But yeah, like I said, Brooklyn and Darius being like the end game ship, that's actually something that I'm hoping. I'm rooting for this ship. I am rooting for this ship. Because this actually has become a thing. I'm pretty sure maybe the producers know that what the fans want. They want Brooklyn and Darius to become a thing, and I think they're actually planning on doing that, hopefully. Because I think a lot of TV shows do listen to the fans and demanding on what they want, on which character should be with who, and the vast majority of those times, those characters end up being with that other person the fans want them to be with. And including Ruby, Blake X Yang. I feel like that ship should have died in the fire because of sheer toxicity among the fandom. But yeah, honestly, I think this does need to happen. Brooklyn and Darius being a thing, that needs to happen. Rather season 3, season 4, or season freaking 5, if we do get a season 5. If we do get a season 5, please, or at least season 4, if I don't care what season it is, Brooklyn and Darius need to become a thing. These two need to become a thing because they have such good chemistry towards each other. There's really good interactions between these two characters, and honestly, this should have been a thing in Camp Cretaceous. These two should have been, in a romantic relationship. I don't know why Brooklyn chose Kenji instead of Darius. But who knows? Maybe the show will finally give the fans what they want and give Brooklyn and Darius. Have Brooklyn and Darius become the endgame couple. And as for Kenji becoming a possible jealous rival, I don't see that happening because I don't see him hurting Brooklyn that way. Him having a serious rivalry with Darius. I know Kenji can be an idiot, but I'm pretty sure he's not that stupid to be oh, you took my girl, now I hate you. I'm pretty sure he's not going to do that to Brooklyn. If he does that, he's just only going to end up hurting her. And the brotherly relationship that he has with Darius. If anything, he'll be hurting the both of them, honestly. So if anything, I think Kenji will just have to let Brooklyn go. Rather, she tells him this, Darius tells him this, or possibly Ben, Yaz, or Sammy tells him that, Brooklyn's not into you anymore. If you look at it, she loves Darius. If she does, she loves Darius. If you really, truly do care about Brooklyn, you'll have to let her go. Let her be with someone who can make her happy. Because, like what Brooklyn said in episode 3 of season 2, she mentioned that Kenji wanted her to be someone that she's not. And Darius, he didn't mind on who Brooklyn was, because he still loved her either way, whether she was someone else or just, he still generally loved her for who she is. Honestly, I think that makes him a better boyfriend than Kenji. Because Kenji was just trying to turn her into someone that she's not. And Darius was fine with who she is, honestly. That makes Darius, literally a better boyfriend. Friends to Brooklyn. Kenji should get a love interest. Should possibly get a new girlfriend, honestly. Who knows? Maybe he'll get one. One in the later seasons. Either way, I do not want Darius. No, what was that? Okay, folks, just ignore what I said. Yeah, I do not want Kenji and Brooklyn become a thing. I'm pretty sure a lot of fans don't want these two become a thing again. Well, some fans do want to become a thing again, but the vast majority of the fandom, I don't think so. I don't think the fans want those to become a thing. For some reason, fans want Ben and Darius become a thing, despite Ben having a girlfriend. And honestly, folks, there's a lot of weird theories that some of these theories are saying that Brooklyn is Ben's girlfriend, which it would be weird. Once again, I stayed with Kenji and Brooklyn. It would just come out of nowhere and be weird. Ships that just happen and come out of nowhere are just ones I just don't support the most, honestly. And other people who are theorizing that Darius might have cancer, I don't see that happening. It was mostly because of how the way he hesitated to tell Kenji in Season 1, Episode 10. And my answer to that is, I don't think Darius has cancer. If anything, it was just guilt. Guilt that was getting the better of him at that moment. And yes, folks, I have seen that 1,000 times, honestly. I've seen it in many different TV shows and movies. I've seen it 1,000 times, honestly. And I think the vast majority of those times, they were correct. The main characters talking to the other character about his love for this character was mostly the guilt. It was mostly the guilt that was getting the better of that character. And Darius is most likely, that. The guilt was clearly getting the better of him. Plus, I don't think the producers are going to kill off one of the main characters like that. If anything, they'll just upset the fandom, honestly. But yeah, like I said, back to Brooklyn and Darius. Yeah, I hope that these two characters eventually do become a thing. Like I said before, I don't care what season it is. I don't care if it's season 3. I don't care if it's season 2. I don't even care if it's even season freaking 5, if we do get a season 5. I do not care what season it is, as long as these two characters become a thing, I do not care. As long as they become a thing, you got me happy. I'll be a happy person. Like I said, don't care what season it is. And like I said before, we got a buttload of evidence that supports that Brooklyn does have romantic feelings for Darius as well. Because, how the way she acted in episode 3 of season 2. The way she acted in that episode flat out confirms that she does have romantic feelings for Darius. You can basically tell from her facial expression and body language, yeah, Brooklyn does love Darius. And she was going to tell Darius that she wasn't ready for a relationship right now. But Darius just caught her off guard by getting too embarrassed. And honestly, I can't blame him. I would act like that too. And I'm pretty sure you guys would act like that too if you embarrassed yourselves in front of your love interests. But yeah, like I said, there is evidence that supports that Brooklyn does have romantic feelings for Darius, and I know I said it before already, and I'll say it again. You can tell from her facial expression and body language. Brooklyn does have romantic feelings for Darius. At first, at the time, folks, I didn't understand the whole body language thing. But after watching a buttload of videos and reviews on YouTube, I was like, okay, now I can see why they're mentioning a lot of body language. Because you basically tell what this character's thinking without this character really saying anything. And right now, folks, we can clearly tell what Brooklyn is saying through her body language. Her body language is telling us that she does generally do love Darius. She was just not ready for a relationship right now. Maybe, like, if Darius waits for, like, a couple of weeks, maybe she'll be ready. But then again, the main villains had to go on ahead and get in the way between these two lovebirds. Folks, I would honestly laugh my ass off if Brooklyn told Darius that she was in love with him for a long time. Like, even when they were on Isla Nublar. It would be funny if she said that. It would be funny. And, like, freaking Darius just, like, gives her a look like, then why did you choose Kenji over me? If that does happen, folks, I'm pretty sure a lot of fans will be laughing their ass off. It would be funny if that happens. But anyway, yeah, overall, my thoughts about Brooklyn and Darius being like the endgame ship, possibly being the endgame ship for the Chaos Theory series, I think it would work out pretty great. And I do have high hopes for this series. And like I said before, I don't care what season they become canon in, as long as they are canon, I'm down for it. As long as these two are canon, I'm down for it. I don't care if it's season 3, I don't care if it's season 4, I don't even care if it's season freaking 5. Hell, I don't even care if they make a whole freaking movie of Chaos Theory and have these two become canon in that movie. I do not care. As long as they become canon, I'm happy. Because almost a good chunk of my favorite ships never become canon. Aaron Meek says, unfortunately, one of them. Now, I know what you guys are going to say. They did become canon. I call bullcrap. Meek said literally had to kill Aaron. I say that's not canon. Both characters have to be alive in order for me to consider that to be canon. So, it is not canon. Or Yuko's, unfortunately, one of them as well. But yeah. Yeah, I hope these two characters do become the endgame ship. If they do, then great. And I know I said this already, and I'll say it again, I do not care what season they become canon in. As long as these two become canon, I'm down. Like, I'm down for it. So yeah, that's it for this video. So let me know in the comments below. Do you guys think that Brooklyn and Darius will become the endgame ship? Let me know in the comments below. And I'd love to hear what your personal thoughts about this becoming the endgame ship. And what season do you think they will become canon in? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Anyways, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.